Ric Ocasek is an American songwriter, musician and record producer. He is best known as the vocalist, rhythm guitarist and songwriter for the rock band, The Cars. Ocasek has been married to model Paulina Porizkova since 1989. Early life: Ocasek grew up in Baltimore, Maryland. When Ocasek was 16 years old, his family moved to Cleveland, Ohio. After graduating from Maple Heights High School, Ocasek briefly attended Bowling Green State University and Antioch College. However, he dropped out to pursue a career in music. Ocasek met future Cars bassist Benjamin Orr in Cleveland in the 1960s after Ocasek saw Orr performing with his band The Grasshoppers on the Big Five Show, a local musical variety program. He reconnected with Orr a few years later in Columbus, Ohio, and the two began booking bands together. Soon, they formed one of their own and began to perform in and around Ohio State University. Early career: Ocasek and Orr were in various bands in Columbus and Ann Arbor, Michigan before relocating to Boston in the early 1970s. In Boston, they formed a Crosby, Stills and Nash-style folk rock band called Milkwood. They released one album, How's the Weather, on Paramount Records in early 1973, but it failed to chart. After Milkwood, Ocasek formed the group Richard and the Rabbits, which included Orr and keyboardist Greg Hawkes, who had played on Milkwood's album. Ocasek and Orr also performed as an acoustic duo during this period. Some of the songs they played became the early Cars songs. Later, Ocasek and Orr teamed up with guitarist Elliot Easton in the band Cap'n Swing. Cap'n Swing soon came to the attention of WBCN disc jockey Maxine Sartori, who began playing songs from their demo tape on her show. After Cap'n Swing was rejected by several record labels, Ocasek got rid of the bass player and drummer and decided to form a band that better fit his style of writing. Orr took over on bass and David Robinson, best known for his career with the Modern Lovers, became the drummer. Hawkes returned to play keyboards and the band became The Cars in late 1976. The Cars. Ocasek's breakout success was as a founding member of The Cars, which had numerous hit songs from 1978 to 1988. He played rhythm guitar and sang lead vocals for a majority of songs. After splitting writing duty with Orr in the 1970s, Ocasek became the principal songwriter of the band, and wrote nearly all of The Cars' material, sharing credit on only a few songs with bandmate Greg Hawkes as co-writer. In 2010, Ocasek reunited with the surviving original members of The Cars to record their first album in 24 years, titled Move Like This, which was released on May 10, 2011. Solo career: the singer released his first solo album in 1982. Beatitude is a somewhat more experimental variation of The Cars' new wave rock sound. On some tracks Ocasek played all of the instruments. Greg Hawkes played on the album. A more synthesizer-heavy follow-up, This Side of Paradise, was released in 1986. This featured Hawkes, Elliot Easton and Ben Orr. A number 15-hit single, Emotion in Motion, accompanied the album. The Cars disbanded in 1988, and he disappeared from the public eye for a couple of years. He resurfaced in 1990 with his own album, Fireball Zone. One track, Rockaway, enjoyed a brief stay on the charts, but his solo albums have seen disappointing sales, especially compared to his success with The Cars. He subsequently released other solo works throughout the decade, including 1993's Quick Change World, 1996's Get Your Tickets, and 1997's Billy Corgan-produced Troublizing. In 2005 Ocasek released another album, Next Day, to little fanfare, but it received positive reviews. Production: during his time with The Cars, Ocasek developed a reputation as a successful producer, and took this role for many up-and-coming bands of differing genres including Bad Brains' Rock for Light and Guided by Voices Do the Collapse. His other production credits include Weezer's Blue Album and Green Album, Suicide, Romeo Void, Hole, Be Bell, No Doubt, Nada's Surf, Irish folk punk band Black 47, Bad Religion, Johnny Bravo, D-Generation, The 180s, Possum Dixon, Martin Rev, Jonathan Richman, and the 2006 album by the Pink Spiders titled Teenage Graffiti. He also produced a portion of the third Motion City soundtrack album, Even If It Kills Me. In 2014, Ocasek produced Everything Will Be Alright in the End, the ninth studio album by Weezer and his third collaboration with the band, and For All My Sisters, the sixth album by the Crips. In other media, Ocasek wrote a book of poetry, 1993's Negative Theatre. It was at one time expected to be incorporated into an album and multimedia incarnation of the same name, but those plans were dropped abruptly. For many years Ocasek had a hobby of making drawings, photo collages, and mixed media artworks which, in 2009, were shown at a gallery in Columbus, Ohio as an exhibit called T-Head Scraps. Ocasek had a cameo role as a beatnik painter in the John Waters film Hairspray, and had a small part in the 1987 movie Made in Heaven in which he played a mechanic. Ocasek stated in a 2005 interview in Rockline that he hated touring and it was unlikely that he would do so again. He also stated he would not be reuniting with the Cars again, but gave the okay to his former bandmates to do so, with Todd Rundgren replacing him on vocals as the new Cars. On April 17, 2006, Ocasek appeared on The Colbert Report and volunteered to put Todd Rundgren on notice. He appeared again on the July 26, 2006, episode to cheers from the audience as he volunteered to lead a commando mission to rescue Stephen Jr., the baby eagle at the San Francisco Zoo named after Stephen Colbert. He also appeared again on April 18, 2007, in order to support his wife during her appearance on the show, after remarks that she found Colbert extremely attractive. He has been mentioned many times in other episodes as well. The Cars, with Ocasek, appeared on The Colbert Report on August 9, 2011, to promote their new album, Move Like This. In 2012, Ocasek wrote another book, Lyrics and Prose, a complete collection of lyrics from his solo albums, as well from the Cars albums. It also contains prose and poetry never set to music, also photographs and artwork done over the years that was previously unpublished. Personal life: Ocasek has been married 3 times. He married early in life, but divorced and was married to his second wife, Suzanne Ocasek, in 1972. Ocasek was still married to Suzanne when he met model Pavla Napo, unregistered trademark ZKOVA, during filming of the music video for the Cars song Drive in 1984. Ocasek and Porizkova were married in 1989. Ocasek has 6 sons, 2 from each of his 3 marriages. His eldest son, Christopher Ocasek, was a singer who formed the rock group Glamour Camp, which released one album 1989. Adam Ocasek was born in 1970. Aaron was born in 1973 and Derek was born in 1982. He and co-founder of the Cars Benjamin Orr were known to be close friends. Their friendship was commemorated in the song Silver, which Ocasek wrote as a dedication to Orr upon his death in 2000. Discography Solo albums Beatitude, This Side of Paradise, Fireball Zone, Quick Change World, Negative Theatre, True Blizing, Next Day. Spoken word album, Guitar Tickets, a collaboration with Alan Vega. Singles Other appearances References. External links, official website, Ric Ocasek VH1 artist page, Ric Ocasek AOL artist page, Ric Ocasek Billboard artist page, Ric Ocasek AllMusic artist page, Ric Ocasek at the Internet Movie Database.